Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospect, and welcome to another Patreon Appreciation Live show. And this is for all my members in December. And I apologize, my laptop has decided to act up, and its fans are going cray-cray. So if you hear some background noise, that's why. No idea why. It's got nothing running except for OBS. It runs all the time, but guess today it's going crazy. So here, let me pop open chat, see who's here, say hi to everybody. Jurgen, Weezen Geezer TV, Jurgen Kravitz, how's it going, brother? PA Patriot Prospecting, SRIP 63, Joey Brown, T-Rep Adventures, Reg Lab, how's it going? Still working on your new workshop, huh? Wanda, how are we doing, Wanda? Ken Whalen. Who else? Shane, how's it going, Shane Prothero? Josh Ortiz, thank you for being here. And thank you and Donna both for being here and being mods tonight. I appreciate it. HD Chevrolet, thank you for being here and being a mod as well. Package Total, thank you for being here. Let's pop out the chat so I can look at my ugly mug. Y'all have to look at it. I have to look at it. That's the way it works. Anthony Waite, how's it going? Old Sasquatch, thank you for being here and being a mod. Stephen LeBlanc, how's it going? Yeah, great Tuesday for a Patreon show. Even though I do miss some panning. I think the last two live shows, no panning. So I need to get some panning done. Gold Vlog, I'm guessing he's here. I saw somebody saying hi to him. There he is. Gold Vlog, how's it going? Thomas Leha, Autotech79. If I miss anybody, I apologize. Malbar Scott. Think Chris W. Doug Odette. How's it going, Doug? Doug sweeping all those awards the other day. Was that yesterday? I think that was yesterday. Well-deserved rewards. A&M Prospecting. How's it going? Jacob E23. How are you doing, brother? Mandy Brown. A&M Prospecting. How's it going, Mike, over at the Gold Vlog? Hopefully you're not in your workshop working. Somewhere in Ohio, how's it going? All right. I think I've got everybody so far. That's it. So today's going to be a quick show. I have my son over, and he's starving, so we're not going to, keep him starving for too long. But we got to give away some Paydirt. I don't even have it made yet. I am so backward from Christmas shipping and everything else. I'm in the weeds, desperately in the weeds, and plus putting out the extra live show and the extra video kind of really put me behind. So make sure it's worth it. Go check out the last couple of videos I've put out if you haven't watched them already. But today we're going to be giving away some Patreon Paydirt, or Paydirt to some of my Patreon members, which I have to thank all of y'all for supporting my channel. It's only because of y'all that I managed to do so many reviews last year, so many battles, things like that. Jason G. I know, but see, the good thing about that, though, is my show's DVR'd, so you can always watch me later. I appreciate if everyone is in the live show, but if you can't make it, I totally understand. But I do DVR these things so you can watch them later. It's not as much fun, but you can watch them. But you can also DVR, those other shows too. Hey, AZ Chung Honky Outdoors. How's it going? So, and then we have a new batch of Tuesday tailings for the live show entries. And there's nobody in it. So we're starting a clean slate. All of these Tuesday tailings for the live show have a 1/4 gram of gold in them, but I don't have the picker yet because I haven't made these bags either yet. We'll have to find out. I will make these. These are all going to be made tomorrow and Thursday. Everything is going to ship on Friday, but I don't actually have a picker. I had somebody sending me something, a bag of Paydirt, and it's supposed to have some chunky gold. So whatever picker I find in that one will go into the Tuesday tailings for the live show people. And we're going to have 12 bags of those. So for the next 12 bags, they will have a 1/4 gram and some size picker that I will update. And whoever wins tonight, I will tell them what their odds are, what they're going to win. Is Yukon Alley in here? I didn't see her. Hopefully she is, because she was supposed to text me today and she didn't. Donna, thank you very much. Thank you very much. But supposedly, Yukon Alley is putting up a sale because she is going to be closing down her shop this month. Typically, she stays open for about 3 or 4 months. Oh, yeah, she is here. I just missed you early. So, is a sale on? I'm assuming I'm telling everybody there's a sale. So, lower the price by a penny if you're not having a sale. But Yukon Alley informed me that she's going to be closing her shop this month. I will be posting in the community tab as well as my Patreon tab either late tonight or tomorrow to remind everybody, if you want some Yukon Alley Paydirt, now is when you need to buy it because it won't be here long. And not because she's going to be running out. She might run out if everyone flies over there, but she's closing up the store early this year. So make sure you go over there and buy some Paydirt if you want it. Yeah, we do need a pinned comment. Thank you very much, Justin. I know. Like I said, I'm totally slacking today. I've got my son over for the next 2 weeks, and I'm kind of behind entertaining him, cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner for somebody else, and trying to keep my YouTube channel going, and I'm miserably failing at it. But, all right, here, let me post the pinned comment. And hey, Jonathan Brewer, Justin Framstead, thank you both for being here tonight. Joel Jeffrey, thank you for being here. Mark Sheldon. All right, bam. There you go. Pinned comment is up. Let me pin it. There we go. And Jurgen, thank you. We'll get your stuff out, like I said, Thursday or Friday, Jurgen. I appreciate you working with me on that. Flash in the pan, Paydirt. How's it going, John? Thank you for being here tonight. Casey Sering. I know he should be. I didn't even think about that. Well, I was thinking, he wanted to watch some TV or do something while I was down here. So I didn't even think about that. I should have done that, but I don't even have I guess I do have more chairs back down. Like 4 or 5 chairs down here because they're all kind of broken down. All right, so. And Donna, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Flash in the pan, Paydirt, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And Allie just told me, so Yukon Alley, if you use discount code Miller, M-I-L-L-E-R, you will get free shipping on the 3 gram and 5 gram bags. And that's starting at midnight. So starting tonight at midnight, either her time, my time, somebody's time, starting at midnight if you use the code Miller. And I will post that on Patreon and stuff like that as well. So, and on my community page here. Yeah, CJ, I saw that. I had a little bird in my ear whisper that I had won because I actually didn't get the notification, even though I starred it and pinned it, and I told myself that he was doing his ball. I totally missed it, and somebody luckily reminded me about it, and only because I won. If I wouldn't have won, I'd have missed the whole show, and I would be kind of disappointed. So I was there for when he was showing who won all the awards, which was awesome. And thanks everyone who voted me to win one. I really appreciate that. That's really awesome of everybody. I try to do the best I can with the reviews. So, John Henry, thank you for being here. Mad Hatter, prospecting and collecting. How's it going, brother? Thank you for being here tonight. Yeah, I could totally see that auto tag. Gary, how's it going? Appreciate you being here. John Henry. I know I still have to send you. I don't think I emailed you back, John Henry, but I'll email you tomorrow. Tomorrow is my day to catch up finally, so we'll do that. Chef V, thank you very much. And it was awesome video. Way too kind words you said for me on your last video. I appreciate that. So yeah, so tonight we're going to be giving away. Let me go. I don't even have my chat stuff up. Oh, I'm behind. So yeah, so we made. Well, I'm making 12 new bags for the live shows, quarter gram of Paydirt in each from my Tuesday tailings. And again, in case anyone doesn't know, my Tuesday tailings are all my tailings that I do for non-reviews on Tuesdays. If I'm just painting something out for fun or something like that, I only paint it once. I never go back and go through it again, and I kind of dump them in a bucket. And the intent was I always planned on just doing it and through a sluice to catch it, but I figured why not just put it in the Tuesday tailings? It might have gems in it, might have some gold that I missed in it. Hopefully nothing really, really big, but there is also a quarter gram of each added to them. So that's what we're going to be doing for the Tuesday tailings. We'll pick one name at the end of the show for a live person. So make sure you go to the top of chat. There's a pinned comment. Leave a comment and we'll pick someone at the end of the show to win it. Thank you very much again, Sheffy. And you will have to be here. So if you put a comment in the pinned comment, be here. If you're not going to be here, don't put a comment, because when I pull your name, you won't win and you'll be banned from winning for the next 12 drawings, which is, 3 months. So you don't want to miss, because then it kind of just ruins it. Somebody else could get it. So Weez and Geezer retired. Oh, yeah. Hey, Teddy Beta. I don't know. I do plan on in 2023 visiting a couple sellers. It probably won't be around the world. I think, what was it? I did an all Australia one. I did an all UK one. This time I might just pick and choose. There is a seller from overseas that I really, really want to try. There's one overseas seller that I really want to retry. So I might pick, 2 or 3. There's a couple that I really want to go to, but we'll have to see. I might not do it for a month. I might do it, for 3 months and just one each month, so I don't take a big hit over the whole month, but we'll see how it goes. But I am definitely, there is some international sellers I do want to try this year. So, hey, Sean Sparks, how's it going? Prospecting. There's a lot of companies that do prospecting tours. So, and now for my Patreon members tonight, we're going to be pulling some names from the $5 list, and then we have the $10, $50, and $250 members, and then we have the $25, $100, and $250 members. And in case you don't know, if you're watching this or you're in live chat, if you are a $50 member, $100 member, I sent you a message on Patreon because we're getting rid of those tiers. We're getting rid of the $50, $100, $250 tiers, just so I'm not forcing myself to buy bigger bags of Paydirt or better ROI bags of Paydirt not just for content, but so I can have enough gold to provide for those tiers. So I will, as much as I loved sending out Paydirt every single month to everyone who was in the $50, $100, and $250 tier, it kind of forced me to buy Paydirts that, if I wanted to do a whole bunch in the month, I would do my list and say, well, now I'm going to have to buy a whole bunch of gold. And I don't like buying gold. I like painting gold. So if you are one of those members, message me back on Patreon. I have messaged you all. I'll wait a week and message you all again, but that's going to be it. And now, if you see on the screen right now, those are the little nuggets and pickers we're going to be giving away. Up there right now is a 0.20 gram picker that's in the $5 tier. This one right here is a 0.88 gram nugget that's in the $10, $50, and $250 tier. And this last one is a honker, 1.69 grams. And that'll be for the $25, $100, or $250 tier. So if you're in any of those tiers, those are the nuggets or pickers, 0.20, 0.88, 1.69. Hey, MJ, how's it going? Charles King, how's it going? I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anyone. Carson Prospect, how's it going, brother? Thank you for being here. Thanks, everyone, for being here. And again, I am Zaxxon. Thank you for being here. Amethyst, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for being here. Brian over at Indiana Creek Gold, how's it going, brother? No, we're eventually going to have 3 tiers and only 3 tiers. It's a $5 tier, a $10 tier, and a $25 tier. Those are going to be the 3 tiers. I kind of, the way it worked before, where say if you were a $100 tier, I was sending you 1 gram of gold, which was shipping and everything else was worth about $75. And I didn't want to just say the other $25 was going in my pocket, so I put them into a tier of the $25 tier. And that's how that worked. But like I said, it was forcing me to buy gold, and I don't like buying gold. So yeah, we're going to have 3 tiers in the future, just like there used to be. There used to only be 3 tiers, $5, $10, and the $25 tier. I mean, I will say, if you can see by the bags of Paydirt, you know, all 3 tiers are going to have 2 bags of Paydirt. The $5 tier have 1/4 gram in each, and one of them has that 0.20 gram picker. The $10 tier has 2 bags of Paydirt with a 1/2 gram in each, and that 0.88 gram nugget. And then the $25 tier has 1/2 gram in each bag, 2 bags, and that 1.69 gram nugget. Yeah, the $25 tier, in my opinion, besides the fact that it's a $25 tier and it's more expensive, is probably the best bet. Because the $5 tier, the way it works is I take a certain percentage of how much money comes in from each tier, and it goes towards buying Paydirt and, you know, shipping and supplies to ship stuff. And then a certain percentage goes back into that tier for gold and nuggets. And I also have a cap. The most I allow is 30 members in each tier. I may change that. The $79.95 tier, I haven't really figured. It's a $79 tier. I haven't really figured that one out. I put it up there, and I didn't actually mean for it to not be private, so I'm guessing it's not private if you saw that. But I don't know yet what I'm going to do with the $79 tier. I might even just get rid of it. I don't know. It was just, I just love the number 79. So, you know, if you notice, whenever I sell Paydirt, it's a $79 tier. And originally when I wrote that tier, it was going to be when I sold Paydirt, people could move to that tier for that month, and then they'd get a bag of Paydirt. But I don't know yet. If you want to ask me more, you can message me on Patreon. I don't know. But we'll see. I do think I sent you a message, though, Doug, on Patreon already. So make sure you check that out. But so back to, so yeah, so like with the $5 tier, the max money that can be taken in, I have it set for 30 right now, is $150. There's only so much at $150 I can put prize-wise into that tier. And then the $10 tier is capped out at $300. There's only so much. But the $25 tier, you know, no matter which tier you're in, that's why I want to keep it at like 30 members. Is because then you have a 1 in 30 shot of winning. If I didn't cap it, you could get 100, 500 people in the $5 tier, and you pretty much will never win. You never get a shot at winning. I mean, you still have a hard enough time winning in the 30, you know, 1 in 30 chance. But, you know, if you think about it, a $250 tier, or a $25 tier, I mean, with 30 members, you know, that's going to be some big nuggets in there. I can tell you right now, the next nugget, I think, for the next month's Patreon, is I got it coming in, is an even bigger nugget than this one, with the 1.69, so. Hey, A3 Sky Warrior, how's it going? Hopefully you're not at work. Home Zoo and Prospecting, how's it going? But no matter what, if anyone that supports me on Patreon, $5, $10, $25, I appreciate everyone who supports me there. Everyone who watches these live shows, watches my videos. I could never thank anybody enough for, you know, keeping this channel going the way y'all keep it open. Hey, Jurgen, I did have those tiers. See, I had the $50, $100, and $250 tiers. I did have those, and they had guaranteed Paydirt, but they wouldn't be available for overseas. The shipping is just crazy. I mean, I was talking to somebody about it today. The shipping rates are just going crazy. I mean, I can keep track because I use a software program, and it shows me what I was paying for all my Patreon members. And I've had Patreon members for the last 3 years that were getting wins or Paydirt, and I could see it used to be $3.12, and it jumped up to $3.52, and then it jumped up to $4.12, and now it's $4.54, something like that. And that's in 2.5 years. It essentially went up to almost $2. And international is worse. It went from $11 and $12 to $30. I mean, some places it's $35, $36 for, you know, a 12-ounce bag of Paydirt. And that's just, you know, once it gets up there, it gets to the point where, you know, if I'm sending someone a half a gram of gold worth $30 and I'm paying $30 shipping, it is just, I can't do it, you know. Sean Sparks, no worries. I appreciate you coming to the shows anyway. You know, but just, you know, Jeff's got his own mind. Jeff doesn't need, he's got that pit. He's got the pit where the worms, he's got the pit with the worms and the gold. He does not need more money. Flower Gold Wizard, I support him. I will be a Patreon member of Flower Gold Wizards. I love his content. And he doesn't have worms. Hey, coming out swinging, how's it going? Yeah, shipping is just crazy. Yukon Alley. It's just we talked about that. It's going to kill a lot of businesses. Shipping is, you know. Unless you start, I mean, it's going to actually start being better to ship, you know, like one of the things is it used to be horrible to sell things through Amazon because they take about 40% of your you know, what you sell something for. But now if the post office is taking 40%, you might as well Amazon, you know. I miss the copper coins. You know, I can tell you, I miss the good old days. And when I first started my Patreon page, when we didn't do the giveaways. We didn't do the monthly giveaways. It was just a monthly surprise, but it was so much work. I mean, you don't have any idea. I would spend, in case you don't know and you weren't a Patreon member for a long time, I used to not do these live shows. The way it used to work for the Patreon is I still had the $5, $10, and I think the $25 tiers since the very beginning. Is what I used to do is I would just mail everybody something every single month. And if you were a $5 member, you'd get something copper. If you were in a $10 or $25 tier, you'd get something silver usually. And they were all themed. So, you know, it might be like a copper penny, and then there would be a silver or a copper something else penny coin. But it usually used to take me 2 to 3 days to find something, because you can't just say, well, I'm going to use a dime, because there's no copper dimes. So you'd have to find something that matched, you know, price-wise for each tier and still have money left over, you know, for actually support the channel. And it was a ton of work. And then filling out all the envelopes, everything else. I mean, it literally would take me 4 to 5 days every single month to do those. And it was just, And now with postage, I couldn't even do it if I wanted to, because now postage, just sending out when somebody joins my Patreon, just sending out the magnet cost me $1 just to ship that out, just to ship a magnet, you know, because my magnets are kind of heavy. They're in a big postcard. That and the gold-plated dime, it cost me $1 plus the envelope, and you know, I wouldn't be able to do it now. I used to be able to do it. The shipping was, I think, 69 cents. And now it's $1. You know, that extra 40 cents, you know, on every single envelope. And if you've got 100 members, you know, it's crazy. I did used to love that, because I would buy one for myself, for each one of my kids, too, when I was doing that. And they had a whole bunch of stuff. Graveyard Prospecting, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Earth Scum, long time no see. And Vendetta, thank you very much. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I still have a few gold-plated dimes, so I haven't totally gotten rid of them. The plan was that eventually, when I run out, I'm going to get rid of them. But I still don't know yet. We'll have to see. I might keep doing with the gold-plated dimes, even though, if anyone hasn't noticed, I don't use them in my videos anymore. I actually ran out. The ones I had were so scratched up that now I just use mercury dimes. So, and yes, I'll say this one more time, and then we're going to do some drawings. Yukon Alley is going to be closing early this year. She is going to be closing in January. She told me in about 10 days. So, you know, even if she lasts past that, definitely you want to go to Yukon Alley if you want some of her Paydirts. Backyard Prospecting just put out a video of her Paydirt that he did. Somewhere in Ohio, I think, just did a Paydirt of hers, just did a video of her Paydirt. And so far, the results look really good. I do have a bag of hers on the shelf. I'm going to probably do a review or something on it soon, but it won't be in time before she's out of stock again. So definitely, if you want, go by Yukon Alley. And if you use the code Miller after midnight tonight, you will get free shipping on the 3 gram and 5 gram bags. So yeah, I used to give away the gold-plated dimes in the at the end of all my videos. I got rid of that though because not because it wasn't really costly or anything like that, but the gold-plated dimes I got rid of it from the end of my videos because it takes time to shoot that part in the video. You kind of mess it up even if it's the same line over and over and over. At the end of the videos, it does take time to shoot them and edit them and stuff like that. And only about originally when I first started doing it, it was probably something like an 80 to 90% people were emailing me and collecting those gold-plated dimes and getting them. And in the end, when I decided to stop it, it was probably like 20-25% of the people were actually emailing me and getting me those dimes, those gold-plated dimes. So it kind of petered off. Most people, the community is only so big, and most people had them. So I got tired of, okay, here you won, and then them never collecting the gold-plated dimes. So. I can ship 10 magnets. That's it. Hey, Okie Dirt Diggers Adventures, how's it going? Bobby in the basement, how's it going? Yeah, flash in the pan. Yeah. YouTube. Well, you do know YouTube takes a big chunk of the money from donations. I mean, a really big chunk. No, I think it's even bigger chunk than they say because I've seen my YouTube checks and they don't match up to what I see on my screen. Hey, Carson Prospecting, enjoy your dinner. No worries, no worries. Curtis Gillen, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Torchy on the run. You won the dime twice. Yeah, I mean, I liked giving away the dimes, and I had no, that was never an issue. It's the same thing as these Tuesday nights, these bags of Paydirt. I started doing these before, anyone donated to the channel or anything else like that. It's just a small way to give back because I do make money off the videos. And, in the long run, doing the gold-plated dimes at the end of the video, giving away a bag of Paydirt every Tuesday isn't going to break me or, make it so I can't eat. But, if nobody's collecting them, there's no purpose in doing them. And the gold-plated dime, I think it just kind of, had its way and people that, had them didn't enter anymore and stuff like that. And I wasn't saying the same names over and over. I had a list, so I knew who won. So every time I was saying a new name, and they either didn't want it or they didn't, a lot of people don't watch all the way to the end of the video. So, it was fun while it lasted, but now it's gone, and now we're doing the Tuesday tailings on the live show. So, LXR, thank you for being here, brother. Well, email me, Earth Scum. I might be able to work out a deal with you. Just email me, Dylan@MillerProspecting.com. I have to look, though. I'm not really sure how many I have. I got some new Patreon members in December that I still haven't shipped any to, which I need to get on the ball with, As I said in the beginning of this video and this live, I'm way behind this month. December is not a good month for me. Well, that's awesome, Curtis. I try to do the best reviews I can. I really do. I try to be honest and fair. And, I know sometimes people will come down on me saying I'm being too hard on certain sellers because they like that seller or something. But, I use criteria. I have a formula for everything I do in my things. I'm very meticulous when it comes to how I review stuff, because I want everything to be fair. I want, a good seller who's with another good seller to be compared. I try not to leave anything up to my own personal decisions. Because there's a lot of sellers out there that are good sellers that I really don't like. You know, on a personal level, I don't like their Paydirt, or I don't like this about the way they operate their company or something else. And there's some bad sellers out there who, you know, I will, you know, my shelf, you can see my shelf is full of bags of Paydirt. They're all really bad bags of Paydirt, you know. But I like the thing. Alaskan Mint, I really like their bag, you know. Gold Rush, if anyone's watched my show for years knows I love the Gold Rush Paydirt. I don't know why, but I love the Gold Rush. Their pans, their Paydirt, and it's horrible. It's horrible Paydirt. So that's why I have to do very specific criteria. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh, you know, look at this. He's got a great bag, so I'm going to give him extra points. And it doesn't work that way. But thanks, everyone, for the kind words and voting for me with Vendetta's thing. Robinson Prospecting, how's it going, brother? Thank you for being here tonight. Paul Anthony, thank you for being here tonight. So that is one thing. I really wish some of these new sellers, you know, I love Gold Bay, Vendetta, Mike over at goldnuggetsales.com, Lynch Mining. There's a lot of good sellers out there. Flash in the Pan, Paydirt, Yukon Alley. And I know let me preface this by saying I know a lot of times in a lot of my reviews, I will say I don't like when they add tchotchke stuff to their Paydirts, like, you know, loops or snuffer bottles or things like that. If you did a special bag with a bag, you know, like if you did a special Paydirt with a bag and you just made it $2 more, I would buy those and I would put them on my shelf and you'd be displayed for as long as I have my channel here. You know, even if you just did them for a limited run and you said, hey, this is a limited run of 25 bags in a nice bag, and it says, you know, Vendetta Prospecting or Yukon Alley or Gold Nugget Sales, and then you held one for me, of course, but if you made it a limited run with a guaranteed one of them going to me, it'd be on my shelf forever. I would pan out the material first and then fill it with styrofoam beads just like these, but you know, then I wouldn't complain, because I think even in the, which bag is it, this one, the little Colorado bags, I never complain about the bags. I don't mind the bags. I understand sometimes that is a little extra cost, but there we go. That's my little rant for wanting more bags for my shelf. Torchy on the Run, thank you very much. I appreciate that, brother. You know, it's, yeah, Josh Ortiz, you're right. I really wish more companies would listen about the description. I know it's kind of like they think, oh, Paydirt's Paydirt, but it's not. Paydirt is not Paydirt. If I was a novice painter and I'd never panned out Paydirt, and I went to, say, Flower Gold Wizards and bought one of his bags of Paydirt, I would be sorely disappointed. And I probably would never buy Paydirt again, because I'd be like, okay, there's no gold in here. I see no gold, because they wouldn't be able to find all that flower gold. And then you lose somebody from that might be a future customer of yours for the rest of your life because you didn't put a description in and say, this stuff is super hard. You don't want this, you know? So descriptions are super important. Or if you get some guy that loves, you know, really hard Paydirt, even an expert painter, somebody who loves really tough Paydirt. If they go to a website and they see just says Paydirt 1 gram and they buy it, and the bag of Paydirt has 3 big pickers in it and that's it, but they weigh 1 gram total, he might not come back. Even though the guy has like 10 different bags of Paydirt, if the first one he buys has 3 pickers in it, he's never going to come back to that website and find out that one of those bags is all ultra fine Paydirt because the seller doesn't use a description. You know, explaining what Paydirt is to, yeah, and I mean, I can tell you there is a big seller out there, one of the top sellers that I've reviewed multiple times. Everybody knows them. I wrote their description for them. So, because me and them went back and forth where I kept complaining about their description, and I even just decided one day, I said, I'm just going to write their description for them. So I wrote their description, sent it to them, and I said, you just need to do something like this. And they changed a few things, copy pasted it, and put it on their website. And, you know, now since then they've added more products, and since I didn't write those descriptions, they don't really have them. So, and yes, yeah, Jurgen, Patreon accepts PayPal. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, they take PayPal. Oki's Dirt Triggers. Yukon Alley's Paydirt is actually, it's not really hard. The way she does her Paydirt is, and I know there's a couple sellers out there that do this, and actually me and her were just talking about this. She generally makes it so if you buy a 3-gram bag from her, the 3 grams you find will be easier Paydirt, but then she adds in extra gold, so you don't just find the 3 grams. You find, so if you're going to find 3.2 grams, that 0.2 is the really fine material that's going to be really hard to pan out. And that's kind of good because then you do get the 3 grams you were guaranteed. It was pretty easy to find. And then you can rework the material over and over and over to find that extra stuff, And I like when sellers do it like that because then you still find your guaranteed Paydirt, and then the extra stuff is the stuff you really have to go back and work for, because then it makes you save your tailings and keep working on them. And again, last time I say this for right now, then we're going to do the drawing. If you use the discount code Miller on Yukon Alley, on those 3 grams and 5 gram bags, you get free shipping, which I think is like $10 or something like that. So you're getting like a $10 discount. So pretty good. And it's after midnight tonight. So let me go check some names, make sure my website, not my website, all the wheel names are set up. And we're just going to start doing some drawings so I can go feed my son because he's getting hungry. So, all right, it's all set up. Let's shrink down the ugly mug. There we go, shrink down the ugly mug. And, oh, I will show everybody just because I just thought of this and I just showed it on here. Oh, and discount code is live right now on Yukon Alley. She just texted me to tell me. So you don't have to wait till midnight. It's good now. Use code. But after seeing Chef V's video, in case anyone didn't know, is my big head in the way? Is my big head is in the way. Here, we're going to move my head over here. On the bottom of my website, on the bottom left, I have a column that says sellers to avoid, and I have a list of all of the horrible sellers. All those sellers that you see that are the exact same. The Uranus Paydirt, the Razorback Paydirt. These are all from that seller who did the copy, who tried to do the fake lynch mining and all that. This is a list of all his websites, and I add to it as I find more of his websites. But these are all the Paydirts you should always avoid. So if you know anybody and you're going to buy you some Paydirt, tell them to check the sellers to avoid list on my website. I have a list of all of them. They're all copy pasted, the exact same Paydirt, exact same website. They all ship from the same place. They're all horrible. So bottom of the website, this will always be here, the sellers to avoid. I'm going to be changing up the Paydirt ROIs and stuff like that as they come along, but that bottom one will always be here, sellers to avoid. And now let's give away some stuff. So here we go. Oh, let me move my ugly mug because I'm covering the wheel. I know, and if anyone hasn't seen Gold Nugget Sales, they did put out their 105% ROI bags as well. Everyone does everything when I'm totally broke. Yukon Alley has their discount when I'm broke. Mike puts out 105% ROI bag when I'm broke. Y'all do know it's Christmas and I have kids. So, and I do a big Christmas giveaway every Christmas. Anyway, let's give away some Paydirt. This is the $25 list. It's for any members who are in the $25 tier, $100 tier, or $250 tier. And here's the names. Missing from these names are the winners of last month because you can only win 1 month in a row, and that's Thomas Leha and Jackie Scott. So congratulations to both of you for winning last month, but you were ineligible this month. And these are all the names. We're going to pull 2 names. I'm going to shuffle it up. And pull 2 names. And again, both of these bags have 0.5 grams of gold in them, and one of them will have that picker at nugget. We're going to call it a nugget. At the nugget at 1.69 grams. So good luck, everybody. Let's pull 2 names. Oh, I didn't see my computer's going haywire. Fans are going haywire. I need to clean the computer. So who we got? Is that Josh? Josh Ortiz. Josh Ortiz, congratulations, brother. I know you've been having a rough go lately, so hopefully this helps. Josh Ortiz, congratulations. Win number 1 with a 50% chance of getting that nugget. I'm going to shuffle it up again. There we go. Bag number 2, half gram in each bag. One of these bags has at 1.69. Oh my! HD Shovel Ed. So there we go. Totally 100%, you know, that's how it works. My mods. Everyone wants to be a mod now. I think my mods won last month, or they won on the Christmas. So congratulations to those two. Let me check chat really quickly, and then we're going to do the next one, which is the $10, $50, and $250 tier. But let me check chat real quick. Congratulations, Weezer. Hopefully you used the discount code. I'm on disability. I don't have, when you're on disability, there's no such thing as savings. There's no such thing as savings. My house is my savings. That's it. My house is my savings. I pay on my house every single month because I know when I pass, you know, my kids will have something. Other than that, you know, I don't keep gold. I give away all my gold at the end of the year in my Christmas giveaways. You know, during the year, I send a couple of little pickers and nuggets to my kids for their collection, but that's about it. Yeah. You know, it's a wonderful thing. Actually, my doctors and my dentists are my savings account. I just give them all my money, my extra money. Hopefully, they'll give it back to me one day. But, you know, if you've ever seen the movie The Professional with Jean Reno, you know, where the guy's holding all his money for him. I know, I thought it was going to go to MJ too. But HD, Joshua Ortiz, thank you. Congratulations both very much. Thank you for being Patreon members. So here we go. Wheel names. We're going to two more. These are everyone's names except for John Coelho and Jan's Bill's Trash and Treasure, since they both won last month. So let's shuffle these up. Pick two names. And again, both of these bags have a half a gram of gold in them. And one of them will have that 0.88 gram nugget. So here we go. Name number one. Where's my pen? Michael Hafner. I don't think he's ever won. So congratulations. It's always good when somebody new wins. Remove your name. We'll shuffle it up a couple more times. And bam, let's go. Good luck, everybody. Again, two bags, half gram of gold in each. One of them will have that 0 point. The luckiest man in the world, the absolute luckiest man. This guy needs to buy lottery tickets, I swear. John Henry. So, congrats. John Henry, I think, has won more times than anyone else. We might have to just ban him permanently, and I'm just kidding. But John Henry, congratulations. I mean, I think he's won, what, a couple of these, and he's won, I think, a couple of times on the Tuesday live shows as well. Huh. So last tier, $5, two bags of Paydirt. Ineligible. Who's ineligible from the $5? Is Sean Rental. Great guy, Sean Rental. Great bags of Paydirt he sells. And Clarence Bierman, another great guy. So both great people, but unfortunately they're ineligible this month. And for this $5 one, we have two bags of Paydirt. Each one of them have a quarter gram of gold in them, and one of them has a 0.20 gram picker. And it just barely made it. It was just... And I was going to put it, I was trying to have a quarter gram picker in it because I tried, quarter gram is the minimum I try to put. But unfortunately, like I said, I ran out of gold from my thing, and my son happened to have that little 0.2, so I borrowed it from him. So let's shuffle up these names. Two draws, quarter gram of gold in each. One of them will have that 0.20 gram picker. It's either Chris or Chris. It's Chris. Chris Vanilla. He won recently, so congratulations to Chris. Thank you very much for being a Patreon member. And Chris W., who's it's on now, thank you for being a Patreon member. So there we go. Last one. And then we're going to give away the bag of Paydirt to everyone here who's in the live show. And Reggie Neighbors, he wins good. So congratulations to Reggie Neighbors. He won during the Christmas show. So congratulations to everyone. And now we're going to do the comment picker in 1 minute. We're first We're going to blow up my face, make y'all look at my ugly mug because I need to check, get the link, stuff like that, catch up on chat. So we have about 4 or 5 minutes and we're going to pull the name. So make sure if you haven't already, you go to the pinned comment above, leave a comment on that hidden video so you can win a bag of my Tuesday tailings with 0.25 grams of gold in it and an unknown picker that I haven't picked out yet. Because I don't have one. I'm waiting for a bag of Paydirt to come in so I can snag the picker out of that. Well, I know I do not laugh when I see John Henry's name come up. And he knows why I don't laugh when I see his name come up. Hey, Fubar, how's it going? So, and again, everyone who won this month will be ineligible next month. That's fine, John. Don't worry about it. Just, I will message you later. I still have to reply to your last message to me because, you know, I've been horrible at getting everything done these days. Hey, Gary, how's it going? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank everyone. And again, I can't thank everyone enough for being Patreon members, watching my videos. 2022 was a great year. If you watch my recap video, 40 Paydirt reviews, 8 battles, and some of those battles were pretty big. I went through a lot of Paydirts in some of those battles. You know, you think a battle, 2 bags of Paydirt, but some of them were pretty, 5 bags, Paydirts in some of those battles. And this year I plan on doing more. We're going to do more equipment reviews this year. We're going to be doing a lot more Paydirts, a lot more battles. I think I had a couple times where I missed some weeks. When I did my studio, I was down for almost a month. So this year I don't plan on doing that. If I'm going to do something where I'm going to be redoing my studio or anything else like that, going to New York to scrape the sidewalks for gold, I'm going to shoot videos beforehand so we don't miss out. I know, old Sasquatch. No, Donna just won. It's just you, old Sasquatch, and you won on Vendetta shows, so I don't even put your name in the lists anymore. There you go. Thank you very much for posting that HD shovel ad. But don't they... HD, I think they have to use the code Miller. I think they have to use the discount code Miller for the free shipping on the 3 grams or 5 gram bags at Yukon Alley. Or that's what my message said. It might be wrong. But if it doesn't show up as free, post in the discount code Miller. M-I-L-L-E-R. See, it's right there on my shirt. Miller. Luck of the Irish. Yeah. That's what you'll see people. I've said this for the last 3 years. It tends to go in spurts. You'll see the same names winning over and over and over. Then it stops. And then that person who's been like, oh man, I never win. Then their name comes up nonstop and everyone starts telling them they're lucky. So, and a lot of these people have been part of the community. People joke about, oh, HD has been a part of this community since the very beginning, supporting people on this channel forever. So, there's a reason why some people's names you see year after year after year, because they've been supporting these channels for year after year. And yeah, see, Allison just confirmed. It is Miller for the discount. So, thank you, Ed, for posting that. But anyone, if you want a bag of Yukon Alley's Paydirt, use the discount code Miller on the 3 gram and 5 gram bags and you'll get free shipping. And that's because she is going to be closing her shop this month. So I got bird whispered in my ear that it's in about 10 days. So you don't have long if you want one of those bags of Paydirt. Now's the time to, get one. I wouldn't wait till like the 10th day because it might end up being 9 days. Reg, I'm in the same boat. I know, I'm in the same boat. That's why I was complaining earlier. Everyone does all these things when I'm horribly broke. And especially like now. Now's when I have my kids for, 2 weeks straight. And feeding kids is just crazy. Jason G. I know, it's been a hot minute for me too. I mean, luckily I did win on Vendetta show the other day. And it's funny too, is because I emailed, there's a few people I support on Patreon. And I've messaged all of them, but I think I forgot to message Vendetta where I told them I don't want my name entered. I just support the channels to support them. And I would rather the gifts go to somebody else, as opposed to me. just because, you know, all these people are supporting me, I'd rather them win on somebody else's channel as well. And I forgot it. So I did win on his, and then I won the wonderful award that everyone voted on, which is really awesome. So thank you all for that. My food bill is more than my mortgage. I know. Tell me about it, MJ. It's ridiculous. I mean, I grew up, my parents were hippies. My mother raised me. And, you know, she was one of those people that used to do the community bulk, where one person would go and buy like a ton of food in bulk and then come back and they'd, you know, get the wheel of cheese, and all the families in the neighborhood would chop up the block of cheese. So, you know, it would cost $1 a pound as opposed to $5 a pound at the grocery store. You know, they'd buy the 50-pound bag of beans and stuff like that. You can't even do that anymore. I mean, I am a penny pincher eater. You know, I will figure out on a map the 3 closest stores to me to save money, and my food bill goes up every single week. It's crazy. You know, I remember when my food bill used to be one of my lower ones. I was like, okay, you know, I have my mortgage, I have, you know, my electricity, my water, my food is just, you know, because on my little checklist, I go by price. So, you know, my house note was always at the top, and my Amazon subscription was at the lowest for my bills. And my food was about in the middle, and now it's slowly worked its way up to the top. So food is just, you know. Eggs, Chef V, eggs are crazy. Eggs, you know, that used to be the cheapest thing. This is what they used to tell you. Bread and eggs. If you couldn't buy anything else, you could buy eggs and bread. You know, eggs, bread, and milk. Those used to be the 3 cheapest things that you could sustain, you know, your family the hardest of times. You could eat that all the time. You know, you can make eggs or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or eggs and toast and milk. You can't do that anymore. I mean, eggs, last time I went, was $3.93 for a dozen. And that was at Aldi. And Aldi is the cheapest place in, you know, the Midwest. You know, it's just crazy. I know, and what's funny, MJ, is I was going to get chickens about 3 years ago. Actually, I was going to get ducks, but not chicken. But then I calculated the feed, and I was like, well, I can get a dozen eggs at, you know, Aldi for 89 cents. It didn't make sense. You know, it was cheaper to buy the eggs. Now, though, you know, I regret that. Yeah, I do need to start buying. I need to go around and look for places local to me that have eggs, so I can start buying from them. Because I would rather buy, you know, if I'm going to be paying $4 for a dozen eggs, I'd rather get ones off somebody's farm that's helping them as opposed to through a grocery store. So, yep, prices are outrageous. Food is outrageous. That's why I can't thank all my Patreon members enough, people who support this channel. Thank you all very much. You know, I know what, you know, times are. That's why I do give back everything I possibly can. That's why everything from Patreon goes towards this channel. You know, I'm not driving around in a fancy new car, flying all over to do videos everywhere. You know. Yeah, the feed is triple too. I'm sure it has, but, you know, at least then I would have some cute ducks running around my yard driving me crazy. Yeah, no, eggs are just, and I eat a lot of eggs. That's one of my staples is eggs. I love eating eggs, you know, because they're easy, convenient. When I don't have my kids, I don't like to cook, but it's easy to fry up a couple eggs and, you know, I don't know. What you going to do? All right, let's give away. Give away this last bag of Paydirt so I can go feed my son. You know. And it's actually funny. We're having pizza tonight because pizza is cheaper than me actually getting in the grocery store and shopping. You know. All right. Let's shrink down the ugly mug. Let's give away. And you must, as always, post something in the live chat before the end of the show if I pull your name. Otherwise, your name will be banned until I have given away 12 bags, and you don't want that. So make sure you're here. Make sure you post something in the live chat. This, again, was for a bag of Tuesday tailings with 0.25 grams in it and a 1 in 12 shot of having a picker of unknown size in it. So let's fetch all these names. Don't include replies. Everybody's eligible. And as always, YouTube and its affiliates have nothing to do with this giveaway. This is 100% by me. Let's pick a winner. Jurgen Kravitz. Yeah, you know, Jurgen, when we were talking earlier, I knew this was going to happen. I knew when I told you this was going to happen. So, there we go, Jurgen. I'm a Patreon member, but not for this GAW. Good luck to all the winners. Well, there you go. You didn't need to be in this month's Patreon GAW because you won anyway a bag of the Tuesday tailings. So I will message you because I'm going to probably work out something else with you. I had a feeling Jurgen would win this just because we were talking about my Tuesday tailing. So congratulations to Jurgen, who has to post something in live chat, and I'm sure he's still here. Let me make y'all look at my ugly mug. He posted, "Hey, Benjamin Garcia, how's it going, brother? Thank you for being here. I appreciate that." So, Jurgen, thank you for posting. This is just one bag, and he will be ineligible until we run out of these 12 bags and start with a new batch of Paydirt. So, Keith and Win, I know. I'm on the 1 meal a day diet. I've been on it for a couple of years, so I'm kind of used to it. So I only eat once a day. I eat a lot during that one meal, but it makes it a lot easier. I could just cook one big thing of red beans and rice and have that, But it helps cut down. But my kids aren't like that. They like, food that tastes good and stuff. I was looking at his name in chat when he was running. Yeah, it was funny because me and him were talking because he won the Christmas bag of Paydirt. And I was the shipping to him was expensive. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll send you a bag of my Tuesday tailings. And as soon as I said it and wrote it to him, I was like, he's just going to end up winning a bag of Tuesday tailings and he'll have two. Tony. I know I'm hungry now. So how's it going, Benjamin? So I'm actually going to get out of here. Thank you very much, Tony. So thanks, everybody, for showing up. Thank you to all my Patreon members. Saturday, I will have a video. I don't know if it's going to be a battle or a video. It's going to be a battle, but I don't know which one. I'm waiting on something to see if it shows up in the mail today or tomorrow. Or tomorrow or the next day. And then it will change what I'm doing. But I do have a video coming out Saturday. It's going to be a battle. And then next Tuesday, we're going to be panning something out. I don't know what yet because, again, it's dependent on what shows up in the mail. I'm trying to hold out that something will show up in the mail so I can do something. But the way the mail's been going, it's probably going to be something else. So, but I do have a video coming out Saturday. Next Tuesday, we're going to be panning again, which will be really great. I can't wait to pan some more stuff out. And we're going to have some fun. So thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to all my Patreon members. And we're going to have a really good 2023 and hopefully find a lot of gold. So thanks to everyone. Happy panning, and hopefully see you all either Saturday or next Tuesday.